My name is Romeo Bruni. I'm a family doctor. Used to be an emerge doc for 25 years. I do house calls and I spend a lot of my off time riding. I love to ride. I always find a way to fit my riding into my day, and luckily my job provides me flexibility to be able to do that on a consistent basis. That's why I ride 365 days a year if I can. I try to ride 70 kilometers a day. I try to put in over 500 kilometers a week. So on a good month, I'll average 2,000 to 2,200, 2,300 in a really good month. A bit less in the winter because conditions don't allow me to ride as long. And in a good year, I will ride anywhere from 23 to 25,000 kilometers. I have heated boots. I have heated gloves, lithium battery operated. I'll dial them high on a very cold day. I will ride in -40 weather. So I love the ecology of the ride. I follow many trees. I've become familiar with certain trees. They've become like friends of mine. One of my favorite is a ginkgo. That's just before Marie Curtis. And there's some lovely pines. And of course, the changing of the colors. You see them going through various stages. Like anything else in life, when you look in detail, you get more appreciation. And the more detail I can derive from the ecology as I ride, I just become more intimate with it, more connected, and it's a much richer experience for me. Why do I always ride the same route the majority of times? I guess I'm like most people, a creature of habits. One of my favorite movies is Groundhog Day. Every time he does it, he gets a little bit better at it. And also, I think it's the nicest route in terms of the scenery, and most importantly, the lack of traffic. Whenever you're on a bike, you want to stay away from cars. Cars can do the most damage to you. So if you're in a traffic-free environment, biking is almost always idyllic. My buddy George, who lives in Mississauga around Credit Valley, and he rides into the city along the Martin Goodman. So he'll ride in and I'm riding out. We'll pass, "Hi George, how are you?" Then he turns around and I turn around and I pass him again. So I meet him twice a day, every day. My friend Gino, an Italian guy who rides up to 40,000 kilometers a year, I frequently see on my ride, and I interchange hellos with Gino. So like I said, Groundhog Day, man. Every time I ride, it gets a little bit better. All the studies show that longevity is directly proportional to exercise. The more you exercise, the longer you live. It's quality and quantity. That's what I'm going for. Firm believer in riding and any type of exercise because it enables you to eat more, and food is medicine. So these last few hundred years where there's been an abundance of food, it's so natural for anyone to eat what's around you. And again, evolutionarily, we were designed to be in a scarce food environment. Therefore, when there is food around, you take it in and your body automatically stores it. Your body is very efficient at storing any excess energy. For years and years, the studies have all shown that caloric restriction is beneficial to health. But of course, that's a relative thing. You can not exercise and eat very little. Yes, that's also caloric restriction, but is that a lot of fun? No. So you get to eat more, and that's the key. The key to weight loss is not caloric restriction. The key to weight loss is exercise and eating more. And if you're eating good, healthy food, it energizes and empowers you. There are, unfortunately, people in the world who don't exercise because they say they don't have time, I guess. You know, we all live busy lives and we're always looking to cut corners, and exercise is an easy one. Another important point is people being ignorant of how important exercise to their normal physiology, to their well-being. They haven't been taught the principle of exercise being like fundamental to being human, not some ancillary thing that you do on the side when you have maybe a bit of time. Everyone can make time for exercise. It's all about priorities. I encourage my patients who are depressed to exercise. I prefer that to prescribing an antidepressant to them. Quality and quantity of life are dramatically improved with exercise. And if people could get that into their head and then start to do it, you would see vast improvements in people's health and mental well-being. Too much exercise is overdoing it for what your body is ready to do. Personally, I'm riding 3.5 hours a day. For me, that's natural. If another person were to start with that, they'd be very sore at the end of the day. So you want to build gradually, never exceed by more than 10% what you did like the previous day or the previous week. You want to build very gradually and get your body to a certain point where it feels natural and feels good. Good way to break it down is I use 3 major things you need to do. You need to do something aerobic, something that that means you get your heart beating, so we're improving your cardiovascular health, and that's also obviously burning calories. You want to be working on muscular strength. You want to keep your muscles strong to support your frame, and that would include strong bones and strong muscles. And you want to maintain flexibility. Through all of this, you don't want to get too tight. One of the major problems I find as people get older is they stiffen. If you look at a baby coming out of the womb, they're super flexible. And then you look at an older person, they become stiff. So the natural tendency during life is to lose flexibility. If you do nothing, you lose flexibility. I would say, if I can leave you with one thing, just find your exercise niche. Be it cycling, be it walking, be it jogging, be it swimming, be it going to yoga classes, and just do it. Do it regularly, do it every day. Your body will feel better, your mind will feel better, you will be happier, and everyone around you will be happier too. The only way you can eat ice cream is if you exercise. And with that.